Good evening, guys. So, last class, what we had discussed? Hmm? What we discussed? We just covered whatever the topics we had been so far. And yesterday, the new topic that how to add. Just a minute, let me. Excuse me. How to add hard disk for existing drive and how to add new drive. I hope we have seen these two exercises for virtual machine. So as I told you guys, we have to do two tasks. First, we have to increase hard disk in VM level. So how to do that? How to do that, guys? Right click on VM, edit settings, select the drive, increase as per customer requirement, right? This is one way. So next what we have to do, step 2 is, okay, we need to open VM console for Windows VMs. Linux VMs we will not do. We will inform to Linux team. So they will maintain the logical volumes from their end and they will take care. This task also for Windows VMs, Windows team will take care. But we have to know why, because in interview perspective, they for sure they might ask. Okay, we have to open the VM console. Okay, so once we open, go to run. There we need to enter disk mg empty.msc. We will get disk management dashboard. So here, okay, here we can see two colors, as I told you guys, right? Blue means allocated drive. We can call it as volume also. Okay. And second one, black. It is called unallocated. Unallocated. Okay. So when you will increase the drive, that space will comes under this color. So we have to right click on this and we have to increase. In the same way, add new hard disk. So same, right click on VM. Okay. Then edit settings. Then top right side, we can see add drive option. So here select new drive. Then as usual, step 2 also works for the same. So we can see unallocated black one. We need to right click on that and we need to follow the next steps. This is how we will increase the RAM. We will increase the hard disk for the virtual machine. I hope it's clear for you guys. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Please respond. So don't be quiet. So whether it is fine, if it is not working, so uh, just give me the update. If it is not understanding, yeah, I'll go forward. Okay. Next, today class. Today, class 6. So today we are going to cover disk provision, and second topic is VM files in data store. These are the two topics we are going to cover today. So the first one is disk provisioning. And what it means? Like, do you have any idea? Provisioning, what it does mean? Any idea, guys?
No.
Okay. So disk means you guys know, right? Disk means, see, now you are seeing in my PC, how many disks we have? Two disks, right? C drive and D drive. If this is the virtual machine, Windows virtual machine on the ESX side, if you will open the VM edit settings, you will see drive 1 and drive 2, hard disk 1 and hard disk 2. Okay. And now we are going to see what is this disk provisioning. Okay. So, Soumya, you there?
Yes,
Yeah. So I'm going to give you the rights. Could you please share your screen?
yes.
Yeah. Before going to explain about the disk provisioning, I wanted to show you where it exactly locates. Okay. Yeah, I just allowed you, Soumya. Could you please share
Yeah, I
your?
shared it. I already shared.
No, I think not. Yeah, it's coming. Wait. Yeah. Perfect. So open the Google Chrome and open the ESXi. 192. Yeah. Enter. No, it will not open. Why? Because you need to open the workstation first. VMware workstation. Down left side bottom. VMware workstation. You just power on that server. Okay. Meanwhile, let me share my screen. Yeah, guys. So once it is popping up, just let me know, Sonia.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. It's still getting ready. Yeah. See, as we know, we have one ESXi, right? ESXi1. So here we are creating virtual machine, right? So for these, we are giving some 1 GB RAM, one CPU, and some 100 GB hard disk. So when you will assign this 100 GB hard disk, down you will get a disk provisioning option, this one. So what is exactly disk provisioning? Before going to explain about it, I will explain you something now. Let me take an example. We have, as we know, we have 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB. I don't know. But I had used 1 GB, 2 GB, 8 GB memory cards. I hope you guys also used in your earlier days, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'll take 1 GB hard disk, I mean 1 GB memory card, when you will insert this 1 GB memory card in your mobile, so that capacity, how it shows? Does it show 1 GB?
No.
I don't think so. It will show. It will not show. It will show some around 900 GB, 950 GB. Like that, it will show. Correct? Huh? Why? Do you guys know what is the exact functionality behind the memory card? Yes or no? I think no. Okay. So, see, if I will purchase one memory card, okay, so we can see these symbols, right? So here they will write 1 GB. So when you will insert this memory card into the mobile, at the time, four options will work out actually. How many? Four
Oh,
functions. Four functions will work. First one is like this one we used to call disk formatting. I hope you guys heard about it. Memory card format, disk format. I hope you guys know. Pen drive format. What it does mean. See, formatting is nothing but just vanishing the data, just deleting all the data. In fact, there is another option. Actually, if you have one memory card, if you wanted to save the data, that save the data in technical perspective, we used to call read and write. If you are now, I was sharing you the hypervisor and workstation files through Google Drive, right? I have given read and write operations so that you can able to see my file and you can able to edit my file. It means you can able to download my file, right? If you wanted to save the data, before saving, this memory card should be formatted. That is called provisioning. Formatting is nothing but provisioning. Got it? So, in order to explain in a more easier way, two functionalities will happen before saving the data on any drive. First one is blocking, and second one is zeroing. It means, guys, listen carefully here. This is my pen drive, like memory card, right? So once you insert into the mobile, that mobile will provision this memory card. It means the mobile will make that memory card is ready. So by making that memory card ready, what functionalities will happen? Blocking and zeroing. See, now this total capacity is 1 GB, right? So like while formatting, first task is blocking. It means it will block the entire memory card inside. You can't able to see these guys. So I'm just explaining to make you to understand. It will make the blocking. Once the blocking is completed, immediately zeroing will start. Zeroing means like this. I can't able to make zero. That's why I'm just putting dots like this. Why this blocking and zeroing will happen, to store the data in structured way. Let me take you another example. I have one room and I have 100 bags. Okay. So exactly inside of this room, 100 bags will accommodate. If I'll put them in structured way, like line by wise, top by top. If I'll throw those all the bags at a time in a shuffle way, will it possible to accommodate this 100 bags in within this room?
No.
Right? So that's why to accommodate, to store the data, the memory card will do these two functionalities. That is called blocking and zeroing. This is called formatting guys. I hope you guys experienced, like I am 34. I don't know you guys age. We are from 90s kids. So I think 2012, 2013, 2014, at that time we were using normal mobiles, Samsung, LG with memory card. If we take the picture, if you will zoom it, so we can see the dots. I hope you guys also experienced that. Why the dots will come? The clarity will go. Any idea? Hmm? So why? Because now you have taken one picture. That picture will store in these two boxes. When you will zoom it, so that memory, that picture will zoom out from these two boxes. That's the reason reflection and blocking will be more. You are unable to see. Nowadays, we are getting SDD. SDD means solid state drives. SSDs, I'm sorry. These memory cards and all HDDs. Okay. So in drives, we have so many types. So that is not required now. So when I will discuss about the physical server, at that time I will explain you. So I hope now you guys cleared the exact functionality of disk provisioning, right? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, Aman.
Okay. Soumya, please let me know once that ESXi is getting logged in.
I have to press F2, is it?
No, no, no. That IP address is popping up same 150.
Yeah, I got in.
Like the bottom you are seeing F2, right? Top you can see the IP address in
No,
yellow
I'm
bar.
trying to log in through that.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
First, I was logging through the internet, right? It was not allowing. You told me to first open the VMware and then log in, right? I'm
Yeah.
trying to do that.
So ESXi is up now. You can, are you able to see the F2 option under?
Yes, yes.
Now open the Google and enter the password 192 IP 192.168 1.150.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, share your screen. Yeah. Click on login. Don't press enter. Click on login. Yes, guys. So here, just can you please create one virtual machine? Go to virtual machines. Yeah, create register VM. Click on create register VM. Right side. Yeah, just click on that. Yeah. So next, wait, just name it. Just name it. Test. Hmm. Select the guest OS. Anything is fine. We are just doing the practice, right? Anything is fine. Anything is fine. Just next. Next. See, yeah, hold on. Go back. Remember, guys. Now, see, for the entire Zoom meeting, I am the host, right? Why? Because of me, because I have allowed you guys here. That's the reason you guys can able to see me, and you guys, I mean, you guys can able to see the screen, and you guys can able to hear each other. We can able to hear, right? Why? Because I am a host. In the same way, ESXi, we can call it as a host. Why? Because As I mentioned in the earlier classes, up to 1000 virtual machines, this ESXi can accommodate. Accommodate means this ESXi can provide the RAM and CPU, right? That's why we call it as a host. And now in this host, we are providing RAM to the virtual machine from host, from ESXi. CPU also we are providing from ESXi. In fact, storage also we are providing from ESXi. That storage we used to call data store. It means all the virtual machines data will be storing on this data store. If you open the VMware HYL labs, there you can see two data stores. One is NFS and ISCSI. So while doing the practice, you just choose ISCSI, ISCSI. I will tell you the reason in some time. Okay. So now whatever the virtual machine you are going to create, that virtual machine will store in this data store one. Okay. And go to next, Soumya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are giving one CPU, 1 GB RAM. 1 GB RAM means in MBs, we can call it as 1024 MB. Okay. And hard disk, you can give just 1 GB. Wait. And now here I'm telling, right? If you wanted to add new hard disk, top you can see add hard disk. Don't click, just see. Okay. And now we have already one hard disk. So in this hard disk, if you are seeing that arrow mark, right side, right, left side, click on that, come down, little bit come down. Yeah. Wait, go up, wait. Yeah. This is called disk provisioning, guys. This is called disk provisioning. In interview, they will ask you, could you please explain me about disk provisioning? Yes, we have two type of disk provisions. One is thin provision and another one is thick. In thick, we do have two options that is called lazy zero and eager zero. Now, I will explain you about these three options, how it works. Okay, let me share my screen. Thanks for sharing, Soumya.
Oh, I'll stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, I will take over, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Please let me know once you guys are able to see my screen. Is my screen is visible, guys?
Yes, Aman.
Yeah. So as of now, it's clear, right, for everyone? Sangeeta, Munira, Masood, Karthik, Naveen, Soumya.
Yeah.
Hmm? Okay. Now, just now I mentioned disk provision. So actually, what I'm trying to say, guys, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. See, this is ESXi. Here we create one virtual machine. So here we are seeing this option. So this option has how many? How many we have? One
Two.
is thin. Another one is thick, provisioning, lazy, zero. And in second option, we have another one is called thick, spelling mistake, sorry. Thick, eager, same, huh?
Eagerly.
Yeah, eager or eagerly we can say, no problem. Eagerly also we can do. Okay. Okay. See why we need these three options. As I told you, let me come back to the again to the theoretical point. As I told you, we are assigning as we have seen in Soumya's screen. This is our virtual machine. So we allocated 1 GB hard disk. So this ESXi, what purpose we are using? For on demand only, right? So customer, how much ever RAM is required, how much CPU is required, how much hard disk is required. So according to that, we are providing the resources, right? Correct. In the market, if you want 1 GB hard disk laptop, you will not get. But virtual machine you can provide and you can release to customer, right? But still, in some scenarios, let me take another example. So here we have 1,000 VMs, like 100 VMs we have. So in 100 VMs, on 5 VMs, customer just deployed for test purpose. Like whenever they wanted to do some testing, at the time he will use. Remaining times he will not use these 5 servers. Remaining 95 servers continuously customer will use. So it means for these 95 servers, RAM, CPU, hard disk should be released continuously. Correct? Right? So for these 5 servers, RAM, CPU doesn't matter. But hard disk, like customer, whenever he wanted to use, at that time he will use, and later he will not use. So in VMware infrastructure, customer will charge how much data is storing according to that. RAM and CPU, it's okay. Okay, not okay. The two components also will charge, okay. But when it comes to the storage, it's a lot. Why? Because when I will discuss about the storage topic, at the time I will explain. Just hang on. I'm just creating one dot point for you guys. You guys have to remember. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, for this virtual machine, I assigned 1 GB and I selected thin provisioning. It means, so this 1 GB from where it is coming? From ESXi. ESXi has some 32 GB. From there it is coming. When you will provide thin provision, at that time, this 32 will not change. If you will assign thick any one from these two, you can see 31. It means 1 GB dedicatedly you assign to this virtual machine. It means when you will allocate thin provision, this 1 GB will be here only. When customer will start using this virtual machine and customer wanted to save some 100 MB, that 100 MB data, 100 MB hard disk will allocate to this virtual machine. That much data will store here. At that time only, this blocking, zeroing will happen, then the data will store. Okay. When you will select tick eagerly 0, if you will allocate 1 GB, this 1 GB will dedicated to this virtual machine. Okay. It won't be here. Now it is showing 32 GB available, right? Once you will configure with tick eagerly, you can able to see only 31. Why? Because 1 GB dedicated to this virtual machine. So while allocating itself, zeroing, blocking, both will happen. When the customer will start saving the data, immediately data will save. And the difference between these two, when you will configure this tick eagerly, blocking, zeroing, both will happen. When you will select ticky lazy 0, at that time only blocking will happen. Once the data is going to save, at that time zeroing will start, then data will store. These are all the functionality differences between thin, tick, lazy 0, tick eagerly 0. So as I mentioned, this thin will be used for test VMs, like non-priority VMs. For high priority VMs, all the times customer will choose tick eagerly 0, sometimes lazy 0. And now you may get the confusion now, which disk provisioning option we need to choose. As I told you guys, you will get a return that is called request number. Okay. description in that VM, that ticket number. Like this. Okay. This is a short description. Okay. So down you can see pure description. Pure description called VM name, some test number, RAM 1 GB, vCPUs 1, hard disk 100 GB. They will mention like this. If it is a thick, they will mention thick, lazy, or eager. Like this, they will mention. If it is a thin, they will directly mention thin. So you have to choose. Is that clear, guys, for you? Please respond. Naveen, Soumya, Karthik, Masood, Sangeeta.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
It's very important. It's very important. In interview, they will ask direct one question. They can't dig in depth. Okay. Some questions will be there. They will dig in depth. Like that's like a chain. So hypervisor, as I told you, see direct question answer. Two types we will explain. That's it. No cross-functional questions. In the same manner, disk provisioning. What is disk provisioning? They will ask you directly. So you have to explain. We have three options. Like two options we have, thick and thin. Thin means when the virtual machine is allocating by some hard disk, so it will not dedicated to that VM. When the customer will start saving the data, according to that space, data stored will allocate the space. At that time, blocking and zeroing will happen. This is called thin. When it comes to the thick, we have two options, lazy and eager. When you will choose eager, the dedicated hard disk will allocate to the VM with blocking and zeroing. So when customer is trying to start the saving the data, immediately it will store. Okay. Second option, lazy. At the time only blocking will happen. Then when customer starts saving the data, zeroing will start, then data will save. That's it. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, Suman.
Yeah. So this is the topic today. It's very important and try to do the practice. Okay. Try to do the practice. As I told you, these classes are going to be covered by one. Okay. I don't want it to start. I don't want it to speed up. Why? Because this each and every topic is very, very important. That's the reason I'm going by very slow. And yeah, this is for today. If you guys have any doubts, please ask. No doubts?
Till today's class, can you please give us an idea about the interview questions?
Yeah, that's what. As I told you, directly they will. Hi, Soumya, could you please explain me about disk provisioning? That's it. Direct question. And I can give you the rating for this question 100 out of 100. As of now, we covered some topics, right? So from these covered topics, what is hypervisor? How many type of hypervisors? Pakka question. Then disk provisioning question. Pakka. RAM, CPU, hard disk increase. How you will do? Pakka. Okay. So as I told you, they will ask you. So what is the meaning of disk provisioning? How it works? So we have to explain. Disk provisioning is nothing but providing the disk space to the virtual machine from the data store. So it is divided by two options. One is thick and thin. Usually, if the data wanted to store, the blocking and zeroing should happen. So when you will select thin option, the thin option, if you will select and if you are allocating 100 GB to the virtual machine, that 100 GB will not pop up in the VM because you selected thin. It means it will be in data store only. When the customer will start saving the data, how much data is going to store in that VM, according to that only the storage data store will release the space with blocking and zeroing. For an example, for that one virtual machine, 100 GB, customer is trying to save 2 GB data. So the data store release 2 GB out of 100 GB and 2 GB out of 100 GB with blocking and zeroing. In the same manner, when it comes to the lazy and eager, if administrator allocates 100 GB, 100 GB will dedicate it to the VMs. By allocating itself, blocking and zeroing will happen. So this is how we have to explain. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So this is all about today's session. Okay. Please go through. As I told you, next week we will what to say? I will share the valuable how to say documents and resumes. You guys can start practicing and preparing for the interviews. Okay. Any doubts?
There is one doubt.
Hmm.
You said do the payment as soon as possible, right?
Just a minute. Huh?